Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Charlie and my page is Disabled Daydreamer. Every single day of the month of May, we have been participating in the ehlers danlos Society's challenge, which they come out with every year, but it's a social media challenge where they have different prompts for every single day. And we've been tackling and we've been addressing those comments and prompts here on YouTube. And so we're going to get into that today. Today is May 21st, and so we're going to get into barriers to care. And there's so much, honestly, I think I could say about barriers to care and why I personally have some barriers to care. I think there's so many different ones. It could be financial, it could be physical, it could be so many things, right? Just like off the bat, like thinking of. So I wanted to personalize a little bit more and talk about my specific barriers to care. So hi, my name is Charlie. I don't drive, mostly because of some of the medications I'm on. I just don't feel safe to do so. And so at this time, I don't drive. I hope to drive potentially in the future, maybe when I'm not on these medications or I'm in a better place medically. But right now, getting to appointments is a huge barrier to care, and I do my best and I try to coordinate. I usually have my spouse take me, but I'm relying on somebody else always to get me to these appointments. And so that becomes a lot, especially when the other person works a full-time job, or to get like an Uber, or it's like, okay, so we do have public transit, but it's so wild. It's like 15 minutes to go one way, but because it's a whole loop, if you want to go back home, it's like 2.5 hours to go what is essentially not that far, but it's not like I could walk or anything like that. So getting to my appointments, hugest barrier of care. Obviously the financial aspect, there's a lot of things I need and there's a lot of things that I think would assist me, but the simple truth of it is the finances aren't there. And so it's like I talked specifically about the ECHO program here earlier, and I've been looking for a ehlers danlos in the know primary care physician. And I was really disappointed when I contacted a couple of them, and one specifically is like a concierge type doctor. Tell me if you have any experience with that. I'm not trying to like hate on them or anything like that. But the system is strange to me. Very least, in order to be seen, is $3,000 in the door, and they still charge your insurance. So, how much more could that skyrocket? Heaven knows. And that's what worries me. It's like I'm still paying on hospital stays from the last couple of years. My big goal in 2025 is to not have a hospital stay because it's extremely expensive. It's not something I ever want. And so, yeah, financial is a huge, huge barrier to care. And it's like we make okay money, but we don't make like receiving the best of the best healthcare money. We kind of just get what is available in Florida and what's available with their insurance, and that's often not really the best. And so I think there needs to be more EDS aware doctors. I think there also is an issue with EDS aware doctors not taking insurance or doing it kind of in either the concierge way or like they don't take insurance and they pay per visit. It's something that's extremely hard to pay for, and a lot of people seem to like them or seem to think that they get a lot from them, but it's also something that's completely unattainable for a lot of people. And things like some genetics departments, while they don't typically manage people with Ehlers-Danlos syndrome long term, they do obviously diagnose, and they will have like 2-3 years waiting lists. And so time sometimes can even be a barrier to care. But I think for me right now, yeah, it's financial and it's the ability to get to the appointments. It's like it's been discussed, I need like an external physical therapist, but I can't go to a physical therapist office because there's no physical therapists within the area. So I'd have to drive probably an hour and a half twice a week. And that's being light and generous. Like imagine that's 3 hours a day, that's 6 hours a week to go to the appointment. That's not including like the price of gas, and then the price of gas and gasoline gets really, really weird around hurricanes. There's so many things. It's just like not something I'm looking forward to. So yeah, barrier to care, and then proximity. I'm not really in proximity to a lot of EDS wear doctors, so that's something that I'm working on finding and looking for in the future. So I'm gonna sign it off here. If you guys have heard anything in the background, kiddo is homesick from school, and then my spouse works from home, so oftentimes I'm recording when it's a little bit loud. So I do apologize, but the camera that I'm using right now is really good, I think, at like directing the sounds. But if you're hearing things like tinfoil, it is. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for another edition and discussion around Ehlers-Danlos syndrome and the Ehlers-Danlos syndrome challenge for the month of May, Ehlers-Danlos Awareness Month. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.